My name is Joe, and today I will try to explain on a spiritual level what has been happening to Kenny DeForest, what has been happening to him during his DMT trip. But before we do that, guys, before we jump right into that, let me just grab my headphones and let's just watch all together a tiny short little video clip.
Hi, I'm Kenny DeForest, and this is the time I smoked DMT and partied at a disco in the sky with Questlove. So we got the DMT, there was 5 of us, and what we decided to do was smoke it one at a time in my buddy's bedroom. The first time I went, I hit the DMT one time, I held it in, and I immediately heard the DMT sound. It's like a train is coming to mow you over, but it never quite comes. Hit it again. Now it's louder. The world's starting to break apart. Everything's waving. And as I'm completely losing control, one more hit, drop the pipe. When you go to a store and you're just running in real quick, so you just leave the car running with the keys in it, that was my body. And I was like, I'll be right back, body. I'm gonna run in here and just see what's popping off in this pharmacy up here. And all of a sudden I arrived in, I guess what you could only describe as a cosmic disco. And the vibe was very much like,
what's up, Kenny? Welcome, man. We've been waiting for you.
there was 3 entities there, right? To the right, there was a figure I would describe female energy over here. She had long braids hanging out the back, and she was kind of dancing like this. Almost looked like a quarterback pump faking, just over and over again. And then next to her, he kind of looked like a cartoon version of Questlove from The Roots, and just kind of looking at me like, it's about to get crazy up here. And I was like, I think you might be right. And then the entity directly in front of me was a lot more mysterious, very still. There was no face. And I had this sense of like, are you ready? And I was like, oh, I think so. And the light from his robe began to shoot out in a beam, and it came right towards me. And as soon as it hit my body, this really loud buzzing started. And I could hear it and I could feel it. It was making my teeth chatter. And so then the light starts to move around my body as the buzzing follows it. Zzz, and it just felt like everywhere it touched, I was healing, right? And it like paused on my liver kind of for a long time. And I was like, okay, I get it. I drink too much. All right, I'll do something. I understand, okay? You can leave the liver alone now. And then zzz, I was like, I get it. And he grabbed my hand and we started to fly. And as we're flying, I started to realize that we were kind of taking a tour of Earth, but it was in the future, and the Earth was completely at peace. And we're going through every continent, every country, and everyone's just dancing and kind of looking out to the orb like, yeah, we did it. And all of a sudden I felt my mouth get wedged open. And then when that happened, a tube extended from the orb down to my mouth, and then the bright light from everything inside the orb slowly came down through the tube into my mouth. And I was like, this is a lot for a Tuesday for sure. And I was suddenly just back.
Now basically, Kenny, your soul left the body temporarily and went into the astral realm, which is the dream realm, which is the realm that our soul leaves during the deepest parts of our sleep. Basically temporarily leaves our body and goes into this astral realm. And in this astral realm you met 2 different spirits. One of them was the dancing lady, and the second one was the guy that you described. Those are most likely your spiritual guides. These are different spirits, different than you are, completely different, and they are guiding you throughout your life. They are giving you helping hands, and basically they are angels. They are positive beings who are guiding you throughout your life. And then you met the 3rd spirit, which is you. That is your higher self. That is basically your over spirit, which your soul divided from and incarnated in our reality. So the 3rd being is basically you. It is you yourself, exactly. In certain moment, you ask yourself, your higher self ask yourself if you are ready, and you started receiving healing, spiritual healing from this from yourself, from your spirit. You started receiving a spiritual healing. Then at the end, basically a tube extended into your mouth, and you started receiving what you described as codes. Now this is I would assume this is a symbolism, this is a depiction of what we call in our spiritual community what we call downloads, which is basically it is trying to describe a basically beam of information that is being sent to you from your higher self, from your spirit, which is a otherworldly information that only your soul can understand. It is an information that sometimes throughout your life you may receive a certain amount of downloads that are meant to basically help you on your journey, that are meant to help you navigate throughout your life. And so this was a symbolism for you receiving sacred information from your spirit, from your higher self, this download as we call it. Now guys, listen up. You can find all of these actually already written down in my blog, in my beautiful, gorgeous blog that talks about esoterica and mysticism. You will find that I have already described many of these DMT trips and many of these ayahuasca trips in my blog. So you will find even more information like these. Also, guys, make sure to smash that subscribe button. It truly helps my channel grow, and I hugely appreciate it. I'm truly grateful for every follower because it helps me to do what I love. Also, make sure to smash that like button because it helps the algorithm and it will show this video to many other people, and so it truly helps as well. Also, make sure to check out the video here, make sure to check out the video there and everywhere. And guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye.